So this is for finding a total amounts. So remember, you always need to know how to turn percent into a decimal. Because if I want to know what 10% of something is, 12% of something is, I'm going to multiply by the decimal form of the percent. So if I have 23%, remember you'd always move it 2 times to the left. 23% would be 0.23. If I have 2%, remember you always want to move it 2 times to the left. I have 0.02. If I have 117%, again, always move it 2 times to the left, and I have 1.17 as my decimal. So remember, whenever you want to find the percent of something, always turn it into a decimal first, and then multiply. So it says a board game costs $30. It is on sale for 25% off. What is the sale price? So I know the total regular price is $30, and it's 25% off. So I want to know how much is 25% off. Be careful, it's not $25 off, it's 25% off. So I'm going to do that by turning that 25% into a decimal. I move 2 times to the left, and I have 0.25. I multiply 30 times 0.25, and I got $7.50. So I know it's $7.50 off. So now I want to go, okay, well, what is the sale price? I want to know how much it is. So I'm going to do my $30 minus the percent off, which is $7.50. 0 minus 0 is 0. Let's see, that 0 needs to borrow, that needs to borrow, that 3 turns into a 2, that 0 turns into a 10. Again, needs to borrow, that 10 turns into a 9, that 0 turns into a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 7 is 2, 2 minus nothing is 2. Don't forget to bring down the decimal. So I know if it's 25% off $30, my total sale price is $22.50. So that's how much you would pay for the board game once it's on sale. My next question says, a salesman sells a dishwasher for $569. He gets 18% commission. That means for every time he sells that, he gets 18% extra in his pocket. Which expression represents the commission made? So I don't care about the total. I don't care about how much it costs. I just care about the commission he made. So I want to know what 18% made. So in order to do that, it's saying which expression would match it. Well, I kind of did what I did up here. I want to know how much 18% of 569 is. So remember, I take the percent sign that's in the back, I move it always twice to the left, and 18% would be 0.18. So if I just want to know how much was the commission he made, I would say 0.18 of 569, 0.18 times 569. And the only one that matches that is A. 569 times 0.18, and that would tell me exactly how much commission he made. You're not multiplying by 0.72, you're not multiplying by 1.18, and you're not going to subtract. Because if you subtract it, you'd have the total dishwasher minus how much commission he made, and that doesn't make sense. So if I keep going, I have something similar. It says, if a meal costs $47.60 and the guests want to leave a 20% tip, which expression can be used to find the total bill including tip? So I want to know the total bill including the tip. So I know if I tip extra, it's going to be bigger than $47.60. So I'm looking at all my expressions. For A, 0.2 times 47.60. Well, if I wanted 20%, again, I'd move it 2 times to the left, and I would get 0.20. Just in case you did not know, 0.20 you can also write as 0.2 because that 0 doesn't matter. So these are both the same, and as you notice, they use 0.2 here, so we're going to still get the 0.2. So if I said 0.2 times 47.60, that would just give me how much tip I leave, not the total bill, just how much the tip I would leave. So I know A is not correct. B says I would take my total bill and subtract it from the tip. Well, I can't subtract it because, again, I want to know the total bill. So if I subtract, that's not the total. C is saying I take the entire bill and I add 0.2 times 47.60. So remember, this right here, this section, is how you would find how much the tip is. And then you would add it to the total bill. So we know C is the correct answer if I want to know the total bill, including the tip. And my last one I'm going to work on, it says, Raymond bought a truck for $18,800. If sales tax is 7%. What was the final price? So I want to know, okay, sales tax is sales tax is 7%. So I want to know what 7% of 18,800 is. So remember, you have to turn that 7% into a decimal by moving it 2 times to the left, and 7% would be 0.07. So I'm going to do 18,800 times 0.07, because that's 7%. 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 8 is 56, put the 6, carry the 5. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 5 is 61, put the 1, carry the 6. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 6 is 13. Make sure you put the placeholder at 0. 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 8 is 0, 0 times 8 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0. Add it all together. I have 0, 0, 6, 1, 3, 1. Remember to always move your decimal, because there's 2 numbers behind the decimal. I always move it twice. 1, 2. So I have 1,316.00. So I know 7% of 18,800 is 1,316. But I want to know the final price. So if this is the total of my truck, and sales tax is the 1,316, I have to add those together. So I have the total of the truck plus my sales tax, which is 1,316, so 1,316. I'm going to add it together. And my total price for the truck is $20,116. Because again, this is the base price of the truck, but you always have to pay tax on your things. So if it's 7% tax, I know that's 7% of the 18,800. So now I add the base of the truck plus the tax, which gives me my total final price.